Good morning, Facebook. Let me just post this and I'll get set up. It's a lovely day for manifesting. The moon's coming close again. Give me 1 sec. I'm just going to post this. Hang on 1 sec. I haven't been on for so many days. I'm getting rusty at this. Just give me 1 sec. I have lots of news to catch up on, though. So we just had a nice little break for Christmas. I just had like 5 days off. It was really nice. I just spent it with my flame, recharging my energy for all of you guys. Give me 1 sec. I have like one more to post. So I just had a nice little relaxing break. We're getting ready for a new moon coming Wednesday or maybe tonight. If you live in the UK, it depends on where you live. These moons, they're amazing. It doesn't matter what kind of lunar event it is. When any of these moon events come close, it's really good for manifesting. As in, like I can instant manifest pretty much anything I want, but then it kind of like takes it up a notch and it makes it a little easier. So I just kind of like, instead of hiding from these energetic storms, I just kind of throw myself right into them and try to like use them for my advantage. If you're just logging on, go ahead and type something so I know you're here, because I'm going to go ahead and do a little news rant and then I'll draw some cards or do something or answer questions. So there's like a lag in comments. So just let me know you're here now. And then when I read down the list, I'll get to you easier. And then people are always like, okay, if we're trying to expand our consciousness, and that is my goal, that's my personal intent, is to expand my own consciousness. Why would I focus on anything negative? Why don't I just pretend it doesn't exist like a lot of other light workers are trying to do? I don't think that solves anything. I think that the best way that we all can kind of get out of this is to maybe be aware that when we were creating this world, we were doing it kind of unconsciously. So now we kind of have a mess to deal with. Like, it's everywhere. Like, for those of you that think 3D is going great, I look at it and I see it falling apart. I see it on deep levels. I just see it getting crazier and crazier, and maybe these things are just falling out of vibrational alignment with the new earth type of deal. So I try to stay informed, because I feel that when I handed over my power blindly to my government and these kind of systems, I feel like I was stripped of any power I had, and it kind of had like a reverse effect as we all intended. So I'm just trying to like take back my own power. And there's a reason why the real news isn't showing news. There's a reason they feel a need to hide it. So if they're feeling that they need to hide the real mainstream news, which I don't think is a big deal at all, then maybe we should be exposing it. I'm not really sure on what level, but when I see things like, personally, I was raised in a Jewish faith. But when I see things like Christmas being removed from society, or the Illuminati trying to strip society of Christmas, I feel that we should be celebrating Christmas. I feel that maybe we should be kind of embracing those kind of things that they're trying to take out of society. So I just share my perspective and what I see going on, because I feel it must be important. It will be important later. So if I'm telling you guys these kind of random news bits, it's maybe to pay attention, because you might see bigger things with it later. Okay, so we see George Michael's died, another celebrity death. Go imagine that, right? Perfect timing, another celebrity death. I'm not going to say it's an Illuminati sacrifice, but that's what I heard. Obama stabs Israel. Obama stabs Israel in the back on the way out of office. The U.S. allows the UN to pass an anti-Israel resolution. The Israeli Prime Minister's statement on the UN resolution was, quote, "The Obama administration not only failed to protect Israel against this gang up at the UN, it collided with it behind the scenes," end quote. There's a lot of big things going on right now. Basically, you never really had a choice who the next president was going to be, because the plan was to keep Obama in office forever, and in some capacity, whether it be a natural disaster or some type of war event, in some type of capacity, the goal was to keep Obama in office. So I will be really shocked and amazed when Trump gets sworn in. We can only hope that that happens. So I do believe it will happen, but you're seeing a lot of things crazy behind the scenes. Basically, on a real basic level, Obama's trying like hell to start a World War III, even though it's already going on because we have all that craziness going on everywhere else. But he's really trying to start it like on a bigger level. Putin is ready to visit the U.S. when Trump is in office. Putin sent Trump a really nice Christmas letter. I saw it. It looked lovely. In Nigeria, they've confiscated plastic rice. Over 100 bags of fake rice was found. I bring this up because it was like really popular. This is not like an isolated event with fake food. And this rice basically like will cook and they can't tell the difference. And they said they don't know what happens if people would have consumed it. But there was like a really big scare about fake rice in China that was being shipped to the U.S. a few months ago. So you're kind of seeing things with our food on like massive levels. I don't want to say we're running out of resources, but perhaps we're not using the resources that we have wisely. And as a consumer, all that I can do is really be more careful about what I'm spending my money on. I want the most out of my money. I don't know, a lot of you guys are light workers, hopefully, are on this spiritual path. And I seem to see a correlation between those that are really spiritual and maybe like, maybe financial situations kind of that concur fit into that paradigm. So you're seeing that a lot of people that are spiritual might be financially limited. So because of this path I've chosen, and I've gone down that other path where you follow money and you're not happy and it's not fulfilling, and you might have what you want materially but you're not fulfilled. So that's why I kind of went off that path and onto my own path. And it's really funny because I get a lot of like good feedback and bad feedback, but I'll tell you that my own friends thought I was crazy when I told them that I was going to move in with my flame. Now, my flame, and that there was something crazy, and when I was trying to say I can see it, we're going to live together, people thought I was crazy and maybe coming a little unhinged. So sometimes I don't mind. I feel like on this path you might lose a lot of friends to kind of like embrace your true authentic self, and that's fine with me. So I can kind of see how things are going to play out, and I'm nothing but excited about all of this. Like I have been. My life drastically really changed like a year ago, and a lot of you guys are noticing the same thing in your own lives. Like things are drastically going to change. I get that they're getting worse before they get better, but this is really a wake-up call. I try to do this news because a lot of people want to pretend that the world's just going on the same, that nothing's changing, that it's just, maybe a little worse, whatever. And that's not true at all. If you open your eyes and look around, it's kind of obvious that something bigger than all of us is going on. And I think this is a really good time too. Sorry, I keep going off the rant. It's a really good time to say that I'm learning that I'm a drop inside of a really big ocean, and we all make up this ocean. But yeah, I am that ocean, and I can tap into that whole ocean wave if I'm kind of like tapped into the universe. And I'm personally doing that through meditation and like tantric sex, meditation, different ways I've found to connect. And I want to say, like, someone said this morning that is meditation a way that will trap you? Will basically trap you. No, that will untrap you. They don't want you to meditate. They tell you, like, and they do a silly stigma of it. It's all in the movies. They make it look wishy-washy like UFOs. But if you can find a way to meditate regularly, you're going to connect to the universe. It's going to recharge you. And I want to talk about the importance of that too. I'm getting way off topic. But as light workers, we have to make sure that we're charging our own energy. If I'm drained or like not in a good place energetically, I'm not going to be able to help anyone else. I have to make sure that most importantly, before anyone else, I'm taking care of myself on a deep level, like energetically. Just take a lot of time to recharge. This moon is really a good time to clean your house, purify your house. Like we just did a lot of family time. I feel really fat. I just ate a lot of food. I feel really fat. I might have to work out extra, right? So it's just a really good time to try to purify your house. A lot of people are like stuck inside, I would say, because of the snow. Just really work on what you can do to make your house energetically a better place. For me, that means I sage my house a lot. I'm always cleaning, purifying, and really the best places to access higher dimensions are going to be your house and in nature. So really make your house your temple. Try to clean it more. I feel like I'm about to clean out this closet for real. I keep saying this in my videos, but I feel that if you have clutter of any kind in your house, it kind of like interrupts the flow. And we're talking about being hooked into this flow permanently. This is our goal. This is what we want. So we just really need to make sure that our house is like energetically at a good place. So what that looks like for me is I've been trying to do a little like, I cleaned out the hall closet the other day when we were doing Christmas, or just little like uncluttering projects. I feel that the energy might be kind of like blocking in our house. Like just really try to get rid of any old projects you have or clutter. It will really help during this time. We're about to shift on a planetary level into a new year, and it's going to be completely new signs, and you really kind of want a fresh start. Just work on decluttering and organizing your own life. Let's see. I'm going to go back to these headlines. Thanks for all the hearts. I'm real excited to be back. I'm kind of like out of whack. I just have like 5 days off, and then Thursday afternoon again I get another 5 days off of my flame because he gets days off for I guess holidays, like for New Year's too, coming up. So I'm really excited about it. I'm just using that time to go within and just recharge that love into my life. Artificial intelligence is surpassing humans in many areas. 80% of driving jobs will be going to robots soon. There will be a shift in the need for people at work. Basically, I don't know if you guys haven't noticed, this is a school, but it seems to be a little bit more like Prison Planet. I say it joking, but really, I mean, yeah, ideally the elite would have us all dumbed down, our third eyes calcified, us like almost like retarded, dumbed down from like toxins, vaccines, you know, so that we can't really think and that we can really just do basic things, kind of like a robot. Like they just want us going to work all the time and that's it, and buying stuff we don't need. So that's what I'm trying to break out of. You know, it's really funny that we really live in a technological dark ages. We still, well, some people in their start still feel a need for oil, gold, really lower vibrational things. And you have to understand that I say we're in the technology dark ages because compared to other places in the universe, we can't be given a lot of technology because really people use it to harm others or in a war capacity. So we might feel like, oh, I feel so high tech with my phone everywhere. But no, we're not. Really, let's talk about it. In space, they have replicators where you don't have a need for money. We're still in the magic money system where we need money. Oh my God. They have replicators where you can replicate anything you need. So if you wanted to replicate money, you could, but you wouldn't have a need for it. So really, it's this constant state of war that is keeping us in the technological dark ages. I look forward to, I've lived places where it's more like technology and nature coincide, and you really can be one with technology and nature. I know it sounds crazy, that concept. I really find that you can find, I feel that you can find balance in any aspect of your life. And then maybe we have to balance these aspects a little better. Trump is calling for more nuclear weapons. Oh, this is a fun game. I want to see your comments. Guess how many nuclear warheads America already has? If you're like me, I had no idea, right? But America actually already has 7,000. That's the amount that they'll admit to because it's a secret. They can't tell people. That's the amount that magic number that they'll admit to having. So we really don't know the amount of these nuclear weapons. There are some kind of like agencies that keep track of it, and that's the number they've been given. But we don't really know. I just feel that maybe humanity has to evolve. And we have to realize that we're at all one. So if you're feeling the need to have war with someone else, you're really having a war with yourself on a deep level. It's really hard for me to even wrap my mind around. It's kind of like the concept of jealousy or, you know, whatever, any of those really lower things. Like, why would I be jealous of someone else? That would be being jealous of myself. It doesn't make sense. Like on a logical kind of level, it doesn't make sense. Why would I want to fight with someone else? Why would I go to war with myself? Like, it doesn't really make sense. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. But you have to understand these are really real elements. And people are just so lost in that illusion, that separateness, that they believe they are separate. And I believe that's kind of referred to as the Luciferian experiment, which happened on Mars, where people have that option. You can become separate. You can kind of spiral off from all of consciousness, and you can go ahead. You can evolve on your own and do things separately, but you're not going to get anywhere, and it's really going to become a different kind of blueprint. It's not going to work. I don't know if you guys have ever experienced where you were on your path, off your path, and you were trying to do something, and the universe would just not allow it. Like, have you ever had roadblocks put up by the universe? I have. I've been in bad relationships where the universe would do anything to try to keep me away from that person, take me away from that person. And, you know, you think you're being tortured at the time, but it's really the universe just trying to help you out. Well, my hope is that, like me, all of you guys are on your path. You're going where you're supposed to. So you're kind of like seeing synchronicities and signs and magic everywhere. Like it's the universe telling you, for once in your life, this is your path, this is your mission, and your purpose. And it should be like kind of an amazing feeling. Back to my news, I'm almost done. Obama is now blaming China for hacking the election. This is for Wendy. They're now blaming China very publicly. I did hear the Obama speech. It was kind of crazy. Very publicly, just not making friends. ISIS put out a holiday attack list of U.S. churches. They were using a public directory of churches across the U.S. found online. I thought that was funny. According to Russia, the current U.S. administration has, quote, lost their minds, end quote, in regards to how they're handling any kind of activities, especially terrorist activities. I would probably be concerned about this if I was kind of living in that 3D world, but I think it's good that this is happening. It's going to wake up people lost in that illusion, people that can't relate, people that have to have something drastic to change, you know? We did have a 7.6 earthquake hit Chile on Christmas. We had a Christmas Day typhoon in the Philippines. 54,000 people were evacuated in Germany after they unearthed a World War II bomb. This, I guess, is still like always happening all the time. I just say to be aware. What better way to spread your awareness than to know what's going on in the rest of the world? Because I feel that we're all really deeply connected. Some might argue with me, but I can tell you, I can feel others' pain. It doesn't matter where they are in the world. As an empath, I can really feel things far away. So I'm going to tell you that we're all deeply connected. It might not like feel like it, but we are. I see a lot of other things going on where I come back to my messages, right? I come back to my messages. Now, this is why I want to explain. This is why maybe on weekends I don't answer my messages, because I really deal with a lot. I get a lot of messages, both positive and negative. And I see a lot of people that are maybe lost spiritually, and they're going to people for help, and they're seeing that people charge money, and they're thinking, this is not right to be charging money spiritually. I'm going to tell you that I completely disagree with that, and I don't think people realize how the universe works. As a light worker, there's a lot you don't know about me, right? As a light worker, I will tell you I'm doing a lot of healing for all of you, and a lot of things behind the scenes that you guys don't even know about. Maybe if you guys can find a way to tune into your dream state more, you'll be able to remember some of these interactions a little better. That's what I'm working on doing. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes. As a light worker, I did do a lot of like different free things. I was doing free birth charts, free readings, all sorts of things, and people were not respecting me energetically, and they did not value anything I was telling them or giving them. So when you put money into the exchange, it gives my work a value. It gives it some kind of value to you. So you're not just like, oh, like I put all this work into, channel advice for you, and then you see it and just, discard it. Like I have to have a worth to my job so that people are understanding it. It's kind of like anyone else who's going to work, like 9 to 5. I think that's amazing that you don't think people should be charging money for their gifts. I don't think you should be charging for your job you're doing either. And then where would we be as a world? Where would we be? I didn't invent money. I'm just kind of learning the rules of the universe and doing what I'm guided to do. So perhaps those that feel that they're in a place to judge others should recall that that we're all divine, that all of our souls started out from the same kind of energy, that same kind of source energy. I am you, you are me. So that's why I don't judge anyone, especially me, because I've learned those lessons early on. I used to be very judgmental. And I actually heard that we have to do this ascension process because if you want to think back to the real Garden of Eden type story, people were like created by extraterrestrials, and they became judgmental. They were not nice to their neighbors. They didn't treat each other good. They were very judgmental to each other. They weren't nice. So we had to go through that. We have to go through this ascension process to get rid of those qualities permanently. So I think it's amazing for anyone that thinks they're in a position to judge divine light workers, ones that are being guided by the divine and by spirit and doing divine work. I think it's amazing. Just really hold your judgments aside, because those that are in the flow and doing this type of work know that that's just how it works. It's just the way the universe works. Everything is an energetic exchange, whether you realize it or not. That's why I'm so careful with my energy now. That's why I'm careful to charge myself and save enough energy for my own life with my flame. And to tell you the truth, anyone who's really tried to get a reading with me after might have a hard time. I don't know if any of you guys have tried that. You might have a harder time than you might think. My intent is more to do these live videos and that you guys help fix your own lives. That I kind of teach you some things, maybe, if you have an open mind, and you can kind of take what I'm teaching you and trying to convey to you and kind of put it to work in your own life. I basically told my twin flame that you can't wake me up and expect me not to change everything in my life. You can't teach me, you can't open my third eye and all my chakras and expect me to not try to help others. Because I really wish that maybe as a child I had been taught that we live in a manifest reality, that I can create whatever I want. These kind of simple little things I'm always trying to convey really had such a crazy effect on my own life. So really just try to keep an open mind. I feel people are becoming spiritual, but becoming judgmental at the same time. Like, oh, I wouldn't do that. Oh, yeah, no, I'm so spiritual, I wouldn't do that. Like using spirituality as like an ego thing. And I went through something like that where when I did open all of my own chakras, I had kind of like a profound experience with my crown chakra being the last to open. So I knew I was enlightened, and I thought maybe that was the end of my journey. I thought maybe that was the end of my journey, but I found that was the beginning of my journey. So I can really relate to it because I've been through this process and I'm going through it with all of you guys. I'm not limited to it. I also had someone say that something about my energy with my twin flame. Me and my twin flame are on an amazing journey of this life. We have it harder than any other life missions that we've ever programmed. We chose to go through a lot of really crazy experiences, and I'm still healing every day. I feel like I need at least another year of just healing with my twin flame. So I'm a work in progress like all of you guys. I think we all just need like a lot of healing right now, and we need to come together as one, and we need to kind of figure out that we have different skills. I had another kind of rude thing on my page. I know I get the best out of these perceived negative things. I get the best positive results, right? Alchemist. So I got another thing where someone said they wanted about birth charts. They said I shouldn't be reading birth charts because I didn't read them like that. I'm going to tell you, I don't know about you guys, but I'm finding out, and I've known this my whole life, that I'm very gifted in many areas. And so on my own journey, I'm trying to figure out how to kind of fit those gifts into this whole, how can I help with ascension? And I'll tell you that anyone that's motivated by the wrong reasons isn't going to get very far, but I'm being divinely inspired, I'm being led, and it's really amazing. And I'm just kind of feeling out how to work my skill set and my gifts into what I'm doing, and it's amazing. I'm going to tell you that I don't think that any two readings are ever going to be the same from someone. I think that everyone has unique gifts and skill sets and different perspectives. And the only reason I think readings are so good is because sometimes we get like tunnel vision, like we can't see our own situation. But the thing is with these readings or any kind of like spiritual healings, whatever, just use your own intuition. I get so upset with people. Oh, they said this isn't my flame, I think I'm going to break up with him. Like, use your own intuition. You're always going to know your situation so much better than other people. And you really just have to stay strong through this because this is hard stuff. Dan. Yes, about the it's happening, seeing things happen. There's a handful of people, the elite, I would say, that are making everything go wrong in our world. And really harvesting us energetically. We're being harvested energetically as well as material, kind of like in a monetary way, but mainly energetically. Do you notice that it's never pleasant? We've been in a perpetual state of war since I was born. It's just always going to be anxiety. ISIS, oh my God, don't go outside your house, ISIS is coming. Like, it's fear. Fear pumps into the masses all the time. And when you have fear, you're not having faith in the universe. You're not trusting the universe. You can't have both. You can't have a perfect trust that everything is going perfectly according to plan. There's nothing wrong. And that anything perceived as negative is actually serving us in a much more positive way than we can understand. We just all have really limited information. Work on your root chakra. I'm going to say it anyway. Like, if I had a chakra of the day, I see a lot of people working on their root chakra. I'm not limited to these chakras. I work on them too. I'm seeing the root chakra and third eye. Just really work on your root chakra today. Stay grounded. I feel like so many of us could just float away. I could probably just float away right now if I really wanted. Just float away. Like, we need to stay grounded. We're not going to be of any help just in higher dimensions. We need to find a way to be basically coming back down to earth to help others with our gifts. In whatever way you're being led to. I will tell you that if you can let go of fear and you can just jump in and follow that spirit, follow the divine, whatever you want to call it. If you can let go of your fear and your kind of like resentments or preconceived notions, if you can do this, it's amazing. It's so amazing. Like you're not going to be fulfilled in any other way. Like, I don't care how much money you have or, like whatever it is in a monetary way. I get we're like in a physical place and we're in physical bodies, and then all those kind of like ego vices call us, but they're not fulfilling in any way. Hi, Melina. What's going on with these energies? I don't know, but I'm a little concerned with Melina, and then I come back. I think she's confused. And then I come back, and then look, the universe is going to tell you the same thing I'm telling you, because I believe these cards, I know people say they're evil. I use them as a tool, so that maybe my higher self, even though I am my higher self, can kind of give me some better insight. Work on your root chakra. I see that, I feel that you're prematurely trying to leave your relationship early when that is a big lesson for you. It is like a mirror. Use it to know yourself better. If you don't like the qualities that you're seeing from this guy, then those are qualities you still have to change in yourself. I don't care how enlightened everyone is. We still have a lot of work to do. I don't care how enlightened and done and put together and perfect everyone is. I still have a lot of work to do on myself. I'm doing major healing with my twin flame. We just had an amazing weekend. I look at it more like healing whenever we have things coming up to clear and purge and whatever. It's just a whole process. Honestly, my twin flame thought that he was done with this process before he met me. And then look. So I know you guys think that you're perfect and you're done and you're enlightened, but there's always going to be another trigger that's going to come out of nowhere, and just you're going to be like, wow, I still have a lot of work to do. We all have so much work to do. That's why I really feel that we all need like another steady almost year to do this. And that's really where we're about. It's funny that there's a lot of psychics, mediums, I don't know, people tuned into higher dimensions, and we all kind of have different visions and different messages, but we're kind of saying the same things. You need to raise your vibration. You need to get rid of toxins. If you're smoking or drinking, get rid of it. It's not worth keeping you trapped to the new earth. I want to see how Kelly Jacobs is doing with her cigarettes. I'm not even joking. That's the most amazing thing I've heard. Quitting smoking. I want to see after. I've been gone a few days, and I have a vested interest in all of you guys, believe it or not. And I think that's amazing. Get rid of anything that's trapping you here. Is it really worth trapping your soul here incarnation after incarnation on repeat? I feel like a broken record. Like, just keep coming back to Earth School. I've had enough of it. I'm liberating myself. I'm done. I'm not going to the other planet to learn for 75,000 more years. You couldn't pay me. I'm done. Liberate yourself. We all know why we're here and what kind of qualities we needed to work on. I personally was born into a family with a lot of addiction problems, and it was something that I had to work on to get past, whatever blocks I had put up and to work on. It's not worth trapping your soul here. like for anything or anyone. Just work on making yourself lighter. Christopher Dalton. Oh yeah, from the Cold War. Yep, that's exactly where they're from. Discontent and boredom. I always see this. I believe, like, I don't know if I saw this already because I do so many cards. I don't know if I saw this already or if I gave you the same card last time. I feel like it's like similar, like bored. Why are you bored? You might be bored because your life isn't like your dream life yet. That's what I'm working on. Like, I used to be really bored too, and then the universe gave me some things to do, so be careful with what you wish for. You can't be bored in any capacity. You're part of a bigger mission. You're part of a soul group. We didn't incarnate here alone. That's what I'm doing, is I'm drawing back my soul family, my soul group to me, because as I merge back into one with my flame, I'm kind of doing it on a larger scale with all of you guys too. We're all merging back into one. Just really work on the small things that you can do. Like, this moon energy is amazing for manifesting the changes you want in your life. Like, use this energy to kind of like, where do I want to be in a year? This is really manifesting 101. Where do I want to be in a year? I get a good picture in my head, right? Am I creating that, or am I seeing that? Or am I remote viewing the actual event? I want to know. Because I can see it. Like, I can see where I'm going to be in a year with this healing stuff, right? And then the question is, am I manifesting that and creating it, or am I viewing it as a psychic? These are questions maybe you guys should be asking yourselves, because I feel on a deep level that we are creating these things. That's why I'm very careful about any kind of psychic advice I give people. Nessa Ray, happy birthday, Capricorns. Heartache and loss. You were working on your heart chakra. There was no heartache and loss. That was just limited beliefs. You just believed that there was an end, but we're actually infinite. We never die. Any relatives that any of you have that have crossed over, are they helping you kind of manifest your future? Because we suck at it. I'm not as good as I would like to be, as good as I will be again. So our family's kind of like helping us create our ideal future and like weed through probabilities. They're really helping us on a really big scale. I have a family member around me that I don't know from this life, but it's a member of my soul group, but is helping guide me this life. So we have a lot of relatives that we might not even remember around us. Work on letting go of any grief, because that was an illusion. Mary Halpin, Scotland has the nuclear base. It's awful. Well, we're hoping to get rid of these things. I bring them up because I'm moving on from these 3D concepts, war, hunger, poverty, any of these concepts. I'm moving past them. I'm moving on, and so are you. I bring them up so that maybe it'll give people incentive. Like, is this the world that we want for our kids? Is this what we really want? Is this how we want things to just keep getting worse and worse? And we remember these things. We lived in a lot of these places that we're even talking about in different, I've done every life in this matrix, and so have you guys. Like, on a deep level, like, you've had so many lives. We're moving along. We're moving on from our limited perception, our limited thinking. Really, the most dangerous thing going on is that we believe we are limited. The most dangerous thing, it isn't war, it is that we believe we are limited and we believe we are powerless, and we're just kind of like responding to our environment. No, we're creating it on a bigger level, so we have to be more aware of what we're doing in our own life, because that collective consciousness is really all of our individual lives came together as one. So if we don't like the collective, we're going to change it by changing our individual lives. I can do that by being nicer, a better wife, a better wife, family member, whatever. I can just be more of a loving person and more benevolent, and it will do amazing things. Krista Bade, how do you come in tune with yourself? You can't feel your own chakras, but you want to. And all you need is that intent. All you need is that intent, and the universe will teach you. Maybe I'll come teach you in dream school tonight. So all you need is this intent. You're already working on it. That's why I do these videos. That's why I get so annoyed, upset, whatever. I still have things I'm working on, right? I get so annoyed, aggravated when people say mean things to me, because on a deep level, I'm attuned to twin flame frequencies. I'm with my twin flame. Yeah, it's a constant working to be in peace, love, and harmony, but I've attuned myself to these higher frequencies. I am a Reiki master, so I've been attuned to Reiki too, but I'm now attuned higher than that because of these twin flame frequencies, like as a healer, whatever, as a person. So when you guys watch these videos, it is my intent that I kind of give you guys like a vibrational boost and pick up your vibration a lot so that you're on those same frequencies. I want everyone to kind of complete themselves as a person and be reunited with their love. That's what we're here for. It sounds crazy. So really just stay on the path. You're working on it. You're working on mainly on your throat chakra too, okay? So read up on the throat chakra and speak your truth more. It doesn't matter how crazy people think you are, because the same people who think you're nuts now will come around later, I assure you. And you're doing so good that you're going to see monetary rewards. How is that possible? Well, you know, you're on the spiritual path. I did have to give away everything and everyone I loved to kind of go on this path, but I'm getting it all back, I assure you. I really believe in a deep way too, like the type of healing that I'm doing is something different, where I believe if you heal the soul or the spirit, that you can miraculously do crazy miracles with the human body. Like if you heal your soul, that you can cure yourself of pretty much any kind of ailment or disease. I really believe that at a deep level, and I've seen it, and I'm doing it on myself, and it's working amazingly. I've made all sorts of disorders go away. So I really believe just have that intent to heal yourselves. Misty Jordan, oh geez. Solitude, go meditate. This is the perfect time to go unplug. I know it sounds crazy around the holidays, right? But this is the perfect time to go within for everyone. Everyone should just be meditating more and tuning into yourselves and trying to recharge. We're about to start 2017, which is going to be an amazing year. You might want to rest up. You're going to see big things. I'm getting good at these energies. Good morning, Tammy. I'm getting good at these energies, and I'm going to tell you rest up now, because you're going to need to be rested for later. I feel like such deja vu doing these cards, Tammy. Just work on deception and envy. I always think of 3D Matrix when I think of that. You're starting to be able to see through everything. You're using your third eye. You're doing good. You're working on your connection with Source, and it's amazing to watch. Work on loving yourself more, and that's good advice for everyone. We're here to learn like self-love, like on a deeper level. That's how we can love our other selves. That's how we love other people. And we really had to create that love that we want. So just really work on seeing through the illusion. And you're doing so good with all your chakras. Basically, I see most people that I see, and then I'm already reading Mary. You're getting headaches. Most of the people I deal with have like 1 or 2 blocked chakras. You know, I'm always working on 1 to 2 where I'll be completely clear and unblocked, and then when I'm dealing with other people, I take on their blocks, and then I'm always, you know, reopening them. So this is something I do, and maybe like someone who's doing really bad, like will have like maybe 4 blocked chakras, like the worst case scenario. But most of the people that I'm drawing to me are doing so good, like above average. Like you guys only have like a chakra or 2 you're working on. And you guys, I really push these issues because once you open all your chakras, that's enlightenment. That is enlightenment, having more of that energy you're craving flowing through you. Mary, you're getting a lot of headaches. If they're on the back of your head, that's your crown chakra. If they're like right here, that's your third eye, and it will be painful. Like you'll feel your third eye expanding, and you'll feel your crown chakra opening. It might make your head itch too. Just drink more water. It will really help, Mary. And it's going to make you powerful. When all your chakras are open and the whole universe is aligned with you and supporting you, it makes you very powerful. In like a kind of way most people can't really understand. This stuff's all really complex and hard to put into words. But we're working on taking back our power as co-creators. Trust your intuition, Misty. Trust your intuition. It's always going to be right. You're going to be able to tell when you're around the right people too. I always am pushing this on people, like pay attention to how people make you guys feel. After this video, I should feel really drained energetically, and I'm hoping you guys feel great. That's my intent. I'm hoping that I kind of take on any kind of negativity, and you should feel like refreshed, good, you know? And as empaths and light workers, that's what we do for people. We kind of make people feel better and we feel worse. So just really pay attention energetically to how people are making you feel. I don't know, everyone's always had that fun friend, like, oh, I just went out with my friend and I had so much fun, but I don't know why I'm so drained energetically. If I'm even around like Sparks' mom, I feel really energetically drained. Like there's a lot of people that haven't tapped into that kind of energy and they can't make their own energy. Some people refer to this as energetic vampires, psychic vampires, whatever. Just use your discernment. People should be making you feel good, recharged, not like drained and, you know, like you need a nap after. Pay attention to people. Kendall Carver. I can never say anyone's name anyway. Kendall Carver. You stayed single for many years. Is this one now the one? Well, you're the one. You're the one you're looking for, my love. And you have so many movements, choices, and decisions, like 4 doors. See, the thing is, the reason why we could never find love when we were going out looking for it, because we were that love we were looking for. And then it didn't work out good because we weren't being that love. So if you want love, put out more love. That's why I always try to put out like a love vibe. We are going through crazy things astrologically, so don't make any big decisions right now. Don't go like breaking up with someone or, you know, trying to switch jobs. I would advise you to go within and don't make any big decisions right now. But you're the one. Kelly Jacobs with a Y. You need a card. Rest and rejuvenate. This is what I'm doing. It sounds crazy because it's like holidays and people are getting ready for New Year's. And I'm just like using this to rest and kind of rejuvenate with my flame. Because as you know, Trump might be inaugurated, right? We never know what'll happen. He might be inaugurated. I think that's the plan. So you might want to rest up for whatever's going to happen. Because you already see like a lot of protests, and then when people go out and protest, it causes earth changes even more to pick up. So I'm just gonna say it. I would say that if anything is gonna set off that San Andreas fault line, it might be like this Trump protests or whatever. I'm just gonna say it. So you might see some crazy earth things that go with it. It's just kind of like picking up pace. So rest now if you can. Carrie Gaduvera. You are working on your root chakra, like so many of us today. Fall is really good, fall and winter, for healing the root chakra. This is the base of everything. Let go of fear. Anyone working on the root chakra, let go of fear. You are divinely protected. You're right where you should be, and the universe loves you and is trying to help you. You have to let go of fear because your fear is creating things to go wrong. Amy Lynn, you might be gone, but if you're not, you're being tested later today, this weekend, whatever, coming up. You're being tested. And you're going to pass those tests because I'm giving you a heads up. So just keep an eye out for spiritual tests. It could be like a homeless person that needs money. It could be something as simple as, you know, someone that you could help, whatever. You're going to be tested. We're all tested on this journey. So pass them. Let's see. Missy, you need money while your body's here. I am finding a way to make money and help people while I'm here. I would say I lean more on the helping people. So I think it's really crazy for anyone to judge those kind of situations. I think that so many people are going to find that they're being guided to kind of do divine work to make money. And that maybe if you follow your path, all those things will work out, like those things that people worry about. I guess we all just have different views and we have to find a way to come together. I don't know if I'm going to agree with everyone. I have a real strong personality. You know, I'm a Taurus. I have a strong personality. Taurus growing into a Leo. I'm kind of a strong personality. So I don't think that anyone's going to ever align with my beliefs and my views and my opinions I'm inserting into this work or whatever. I feel like we have to find a way to come together because Misty knows that there's no authority. We're all equal on a deep level. So any authority is an illusion. We don't need people to lead ourselves. We can make our own discernments. I'm not not going to feel bad if someone doesn't agree with the work I'm doing. I kind of feel bad for them because I know that it's so magical and divine. Just pay attention. We're all equal. We have to go back to that, where there's no one above the other. Like how they say, oh, guys are better than girls. Oh no, it's women who is better than the guys. That's an illusion too, because spirit has no gender. So I know we're kind of dealing with those kind of gender issues, race issues, whatever. Those are all illusions. We're all equal on a deeper level. That's something me and my twin flame are learning, that we might have different skills and powers, but we're equal. So I don't ask for money, Michael, so I don't feel bad. I let people come to me. If people are led to me to get some work done, I think that's amazing, and they can come find me. That's why I don't push my stuff on people. I've found a balance with it. So that's why, and if I don't charge, I have an overload of people that come to me and don't appreciate it. So it kind of gives it like a value and a worth, and it's just kind of what I'm led to do. I'm just following my path. I think we're still, like, even though people are so spiritual and so woken up, I feel people are really lost still, like, with this, and that people will wake up and they will understand how the universe works. And I'm going to do something that a lot of people wish they could do, which is get out of that 3D paradigm completely. Like, I don't need it anymore. Like, I won't need to go to these prison planet jobs. I won't need to go in to do this stuff. I'm going to evolve past it. Michael, work on spending time alone too. I know that, like, it's so much, like, with family stuff and holidays and oh my God, and it's kind of like your friends want you around or whatever. Try to step back. Try to spend some time alone, grounding yourself, because our strength is going to be needed later. It's not even being needed now. It's going to be needed much later. Can you get a card? Of course, Vicky. Patience. And I also heard that we learn patience by dealing with these regular jobs. I'm not limited. I do that too. I have a job too, if anyone cares. So when people are judging me and saying I'm not doing enough light work, I think it's funny. Listen, power. So we're really working on patience. So I heard that when we go to these regular jobs, that we're learning patience. Now, I do feel that if everyone started doing cards and healing work, who's going to be there to support the matrix? Maybe it'll fall in. Maybe it'll fall in when all these workers take a step back and start to follow their own path. Maybe it'll just fall in like dominoes, I feel like. Like maybe we're helping that along by doing that, by stepping off the path. So I get it. I feel like I must be doing something good, or I won't be getting criticized about it, or, you know, Illuminati won't be concerned, right? With what we're doing, we must be doing something right. So just keep spreading love and consciousness and kind of like ignore it. Yes, don't let people dim your light. That's a good way to put it. Carlene, classy and sassy. You are on a mission. You are bigger than this universe because you come from the universe. You're a starseed on a mission, kind of like Kanye West to save humanity, right? But you really are a starseed on a mission, and really try to like spend more time outside with the stars and try to communicate with your star family, because it's happening. As you raise your vibration, your family is going to be able to communicate with you more. Christy Lynn, good morning. Accelerated motion. You'll have to bear with my vibe because I'm just kind of dealing with it, going back into it. I feel like a hamster in a ball a lot of the time. I tell people, just really be aware, because everything is picking up intensity. So while everything is getting crazier and crazier around you, you guys kind of have to find a way to stay grounded and stay connected. So it's just kind of like the world could be going crazy around you and you're just kind of here like, like zened out. Like try to find some space, try to meditate, try to take a step back. I assure you, I do it all the time where I just, you know, disappear and unplug from Facebook or whatever pretty much every weekend, and nothing falls apart. If anyone needs you, the universe will let you know. I don't need a phone to kind of stay connected. I can tell when people think of me or need me or whatever. So just really try to take a step back if you can. Sometimes we need to clear our head. Aw. Misty, I think I got you. I did. But I'm guided to everyone. Farah Herber, I can't say it. Herbener. Sending you love and light back. Destiny. This is a powerful card because you're creating your destiny. You're creating your reality. While we are contracted to do like major things in our lives, we really are creating our reality with our thoughts and our vibration. So just work at raising your vibration and work on getting a hold of the thoughts in your mind, because that's what's creating, like they turn into energy and they create and they manifest into the physical, and that's what creates the world around us that we see. So really try to come into focus with what you can control in your own life. Like you're very powerful. Good morning, Martin Dennis. You are working on your heart chakra. I just saw a lovely post in the light worker group. It reminds me of why I kind of had to take a step back from some of these groups where someone says that they are a narcissist. And I was very kind enough to tell them that that is basically just a blocked heart chakra. That those that have like narcissistic qualities or lack of empathy, it's really just a blocked heart chakra. Like it's not like, oh my God, I think the psychiatrist is going to cure you. Probably not. Like really just work on having more empathy and opening your heart chakra. You do that by letting go of any grief. And we all had to experience grief and pain of some kind so that we could really be open to unconditional divine love. Misty Austin Hornbeck, emotional withdrawal. Do that on purpose, like I'm telling everyone, go meditate, go take a nap, take some time for yourself. I've been sleeping a lot more. Like I was taking CBD and melatonin last night and just catching up on sleep too. So I just do what I'm guided to do. I feel that my energy is going to be needed later, like as in sooner rather than later, sooner or later. So our energy is going to be needed within the next few weeks. So really just try to rest up, recharge yourself, focus on yourself. Angela Pimpellanella, good morning. Rejoice in celebration. You're waking up, like, I feel like you were really, like, unconsciously making your decisions and just kind of, you had to wrap up this karmic relationship. You had a baby karma you had to wrap up. And now, really, you have a clear slate. You can manifest anything that you want. You're not karmically tied to anyone else. You're kind of free. So try to meditate. Try to have fun with your friends. Just have more fun. Kind of try to get out of that prison you've created. It's like, well, I made my life, like, then we wake up and then we realize, oh, I did create this life. I don't like it. And then we're kind of like trying to untangle ourselves from this little prison life we created and make something better. Kind of, we know there's something better out there. We're just not going to be happy with the same old things that we were once content with. We're evolving. So just really work on taking a step back from that whole situation. Good morning, Dolores. I'm happy you're back too. Choose wisely. This is not a good time to be making big decisions. For some people, yeah, it depends on your horoscope sign. But for the most people, just try to sit back, chill, don't make big decisions. I say every one of these decisions is wrong. They go out in the ocean and you kind of want to be up here. So just really take a step back. We're kind of reassessing things, like, you know, like the New Year's resolutions. Oh, what do I want to change? What don't I like? It's kind of like a reflection time. Just reflect on the things that you can change. Kathy, I'm learning a lot from all of you guys too. On camera, in front of you guys. I know you guys get to see my meltdowns, my happiness, whatever, right? It's all over the place. I'm learning a lot from you guys too. I'm learning spiritual strength like you guys. I'm learning that the most important thing is not money. I am in an abundant flow where energy is my currency. So I am very rich. I'm very wealthy. I don't know, maybe some of you guys can't see that. Maybe you guys are limited by money, but I'm not. So I'm in this abundant flow where anything that I desire, I'm seeing the beautiful sun flash shining on me. The whole universe is trying to make anything I want happen. Anything I want. So spiritual strength is much, much more, I don't know, it's much more valuable to me than money ever would be. So I'm starting to realize that there's a lot of people that have money and they don't have this spiritual strength, and it's sad. So I would rather just have the spiritual strength and be limited in other ways. I don't mind. So I'm really working on spiritual strength too, just like all of you guys. And every day we all wake up healthier, younger, healing. You know, we just wake up better, amazing, more energy, more powerful. And that isn't something that is going to have like a monetary value. So my goal is that all of you guys will kind of like get motivated and try to transform what you can in your life, because if it was up to whoever makes decisions in this country, the elite, whatever, I would have been a person that would have just been discarded. Like, I was told I wasn't fixable. Like that I should be discarded in some way. I probably would have been on the list of the people at the FEMA camps or whatever. Like, I was deemed as unfixable. Well, I'm here to tell you that no one is unfixable. That's bullshit. And that we all can turn things around. It doesn't matter how far gone things have gone. We can all fix this. So that's bullshit. And I'm kind of doing it like a little sooner than I would have liked, but we're running out of time with this. This is all happening now. Larry, you need some guidance. Let's see what I can do. Trapped in fear. This seems to be the hot topic today. Some people might confuse what I'm doing. I'm trying to liberate you guys from fear. I'm trying to tell you, you don't have to be afraid. I'm taking the big news things that look so scary on your news. I'm trying to make them a little lighter to you guys. You have nothing to be afraid of. You have to understand that there's just something more powerful than all of us here with us. More powerful. Like we all might be limited and we might feel so powerless, but there's other elements at play. So there is nothing negative going on. Any kind of like things that might look negative on the news or whatever, they have a positive value that's going to come out of them later. So anything going on is serving the divine. Let go of fear. You have angels all around you. You have guides helping you. You have relatives. You have light workers on the same path with you. You're here with your soul family. You're looking for your flame. You are not alone. You've never been alone your entire life. Sounds crazy. I'm having a lag with the comments. I'm trying to get on it. Let's see. Zizo thinks things are confusing because you're making them confusing. I don't try to make things more confusing. I use labels a lot. My flame hates that. But I feel it makes it easier for people to understand what I'm talking about and whatever. But we make it so complicated in our minds, in our heads. Everything is actually very simple. We make it complicated as humans. Like, everything is so much simpler than you've been led to believe about everything. About how the universe works, how money really works, how your health really works, about everything. It's just a lot simpler. We make it so much harder. We're so hard on ourselves. Work at getting rid of that ego. Well, when I was doing Misty, I was on Misty Jordan. I now see the other Misty. This is for Missy Austin Hornbeck. Spiritual union. This is my goal deep down. I want people to be in fulfilling relationships, not those ones that suck you dry and leave you drained and make you feel bad about yourself. No. That's not how love is supposed to be. I know that we're kind of stepping back from those 3D control dramas that we're just helping siphon our power. And love is supposed to be empowering. It's supposed to make you bring out the best, make you feel good, make you happy, make you vibrant, make you shine a little. You're looking for a spiritual union. Look for like elements. I just did a reading last week where I was trying to teach the person, look for like elements. I'm an earth sign, I'm a Taurus, and my twin flame is a Virgo. He's an earth sign too. And I knew when I met him that it was something special because of our astrological signs. I can kind of tell what people in their charts, what your flame would be. And the biggest relationship problems I see are people that are like fire and water dating. Or like, not mixable elements. People are like chemicals. And it doesn't matter how hard you try. If you're with the wrong kind of element, it's not going to work out. So pay attention to what your sign is and what good mixes would be. Amy Michelle. Hope. I love this card because I see the little light guy standing in the middle, and it reminds me of like an energy ball, which I use for healing, and it's just so beautiful and so divine. You have to understand that your energy is hope to a lot of people. That it really is. It's different. You have something different going on than the average person. You're energetically. So many of us are from higher levels of consciousness, whatever that may be. We might be angels, starseeds, whatever you call it. There's lots of little labels, but we're from higher levels of consciousness, and our energy is just different than the average person who maybe hasn't made it out of that 3D paradigm ever. A lot of people are kind of stuck and limited in there. And we come from a place that's like higher in vibration, higher in consciousness. And it's just like, we don't fit in here. But just know that you're here to create a new world. You were never meant to fit into that world. You're so special. And just keep shining. I have little clue, James Rossabon. I have little clue what you're talking about, but I understand some of it. That's good. You're not understanding good because you're working on your crown chakra. The more you watch me, hopefully it will open all the way, and then you'll understand fully. So it's kind of amazing that I can kind of like talk about the same thing, and maybe some people will understand it and some people won't. Like it'll go above their head. I kind of heard that was how Jesus was teaching too, where he could speak in public and used parables. So a lot of people wouldn't understand them, but a lot of people would. So I do these levels so that I can kind of reach people at all different levels of consciousness. It doesn't matter who I'm drawing to me. You're all light workers. You're a light worker too. And it's kind of like my intent to kind of help light workers a little bit, like kind of give them a little bit better of a charge, send you out there charged, whatever. So just really focus on being that light, because in the third dimension, there is light and darkness at play, right? Polarity, polarity. So to really just work on embracing the light side, because we all have light and darkness in us, and just work on embracing the light. Oh. Christine, I can't say anyone's name, bear with me. Biodroughty Ridener. My energy is really high watching this. Oh, no, you can take it. So that's the thing. And then real quick before I get into your card, this is the thing I love. So I caught the little energy vampire joke. I used to have problems, like a lot of you guys, where I felt like I was being drained energetically. I've had an energy vampire roommate. I've had an employer. I've had a lot of, maybe I've been around a lot of reptilians in my life too. So I've been around a lot, but just know that you can never ever be drained by anyone, that you had to give away your energy. So I keep myself in the flow by giving freely. Like I have love and energy. That's what I can give. So this is just how I kind of stay in the flow. So I give it freely. I like your joke though. And financial and material changes for the positive are coming to you. So just hang in there. It can feel like I'm putting in all this work. Why am I not seeing results yet? I remember my favorite would be the guy who quit drinking soda and came back to me a week later and said, I quit drinking soda a week ago. Why have I not found my twin flame? Like it just takes a little bit more work. It's such hard work. Just stick in there and you're going to see really amazing things from a material perspective. 2017 will be a year of abundance for all of you guys that are kind of like tuning in regularly, doing this inner work, whatever. You guys all know you don't need anyone to be noticing. You're doing amazing work and it's going to pay off in a financial kind of way. It really is. Now, those that are descending still, those that are choosing to descend still and choosing to use their time to kind of go away from source are going to be having a really rough time. But those that are kind of on the right path are doing really good. Jordan Seltzer, what can you see? I see transformation on an amazing level for all of you guys. That's why I love this card. We're all kind of like turning from the caterpillar into the butterfly, like all of us together simultaneously, and we're all going to end up in the same place. So no one has a right path. So that's why I love judgmental people. Oh no, you're not doing it like me. Oh, you're not going to get there. I think we will. I think we all get there. Kind of like Shyla says, in her world, everyone wakes up and kind of we become responsible for this mess we created and we make it better. We work together to make it better. This is just how it plays out. Get the people their cards. Let's see. Insight about love and twin flames. Misty Austin Hornbeck again. Well, you're about to start a spiritual relationship and it's going to be amazing. and you're waiting for love to begin. Work on more self-love, because anyone trying to draw their twin flame is going to do it by loving themselves in a really deep way. Otherwise, we just attract these kind of like karmic lessons. So just work on loving yourself more, and you don't have to go looking for this love. The universe is literally trying to bring it to you. Amy Barboza. I lost my husband going on 2.5 years. You're learning to love yourself. Sometimes it's lonely. Yes. I would rather be alone any day than be with the wrong person, though. Harmony. You're learning peace, love, and harmony with yourself, so you can kind of like put that into a relationship. I will tell you that when you're with the wrong person, I know it can feel like, oh, this is lonely. Maybe I'd rather be with the wrong person. But energetically, you are merging your energy together with your partner. So sometimes you're not in vibrational alignment. It can bring you down. It can just have bad vibrational effects. So just work on loving yourself more. That relationship wasn't serving you. And the universe got rid of it for you. It's just kind of like part of the process. Kristen Stelvey Fletcher. Patience and planning. Just be careful about any kind of big decisions you're making. You're one of those ones where I tell you, go ahead, make those decisions. Go ahead. You're one of the rare few, because of your astrology sign. Go ahead and jump in, make those big decisions right now. You're not going to regret it. Use this moon energy. What's up with your love life right now? Chuck Simmons. Well, you're triumphant in anything that you're doing. You're succeeding already. I don't think that you understand that. And you're learning self-love. I know it can feel like, well, where's my flame if I'm doing so good? Remember, we're here to learn self-love, and your twin flame is yourself in another body. So if you want to access that real kind of love, work on loving yourself more. You're successful in anything you're doing right now. Anything. So you should be going out there and making big decisions. Vicki Willis. Disruption. What is disrupting your energetic flow? What is cutting you off from source? It could be cigarettes. It could be toxic food. It could be a guy. Just really look at what is disrupting the energetic flow in your life. I feel like it's my closet. I feel like it might just flow better, the energy. I might clean it out later today. So just really work on little things like what's disrupting the energy flow in your life or your house. Get rid of any clutter. Get rid of any people weighing you down. Jill Fogg, good morning. You're making huge sacrifices. I see so many light workers that, oh, and then I love people when you're not doing enough light work. No, I think you're doing a lot of light work, Jill. I think you're doing an amazing job. I see you uplifting consciousness, and it's beautiful and it's amazing. Just be careful you're not sacrificing too much self-time. Try to spend a little bit more time like with yourself too. It's really hard because we want to fix the world in a deep kind of way. We want to heal the world. We want to fix the world. Wake up, everyone, whatever. So just really make sure you're charging yourself and not sacrificing your own time in your own life. So just really work on balance. But you're doing so good. Where's your life headed? Teresa McCog. Partnerships and alliances. I would say work on your personal relationships. And I would say more like with your work, or not your dating relationships. Work on your friendships or your family relationships, because you're really trying to make better at partnerships and alliances. You're looking for a friend right now. Jennifer Suzanne, crown chakra. Pray more. That is your connection with source. Pray more, work on being more spiritual. You have an amazing spiritual energy, and that's the crown chakra that you're working on. So just really work on letting go of things. You're divinely protected. That is your connection with the cosmos. So just pray more. Wear the color purple. I love you too, Melina. Jeffrey LeBlanc. You're moving to Sedona in 2 months. You definitely are going, and it's going to go amazing. Look. You're listening to the angels. You're listening to spirit. And when you start to do that, amazing things are going to change in your life. I'm not even lying to you. Some of you guys might remember me along this journey. I haven't been here by myself. I've been here with many of you guys. And I should be kind of like leading by example. Like I'm doing amazing things in my own life. So really just go with it. You're being guided. And it's going to go amazing because you're listening to that guidance. Anytime that things weren't going good for us, we weren't listening. Let's see. James Rossbaum. You're an Aquarius. You have 3 dads. Yeah. Well, that's good. That is your mission, these kids. I want to know how old, at some point, how old they are. Maybe private message me and I'll give you some more intel on it. Just be careful of obstacles and challenges. This is your mission. That sounds very challenging. 3 boys. Coming from someone who doesn't have kids yet, it sounds real challenging, right? So just really be careful that you're not limiting yourself in any way. Like, you have unlimited potential with these kids. Like, I understand that we feel that we're limited. Like, maybe I'm limited because I'm babysitting all the time, or I had to be home. But no, you're not limited. I don't know what age these kids are. Get back to me and I'll give you a little bit better advice on it. So just make sure you're not limiting yourself, like feeling like cooped up with them. Try to like get them out there. Anyone who has kids, start watching the Spirit Science channel with them, because it will kind of remind them, why wait? Why should these kids have to go through their whole lives and wake up when they're like, what, 30 plus years old like me? Why not wake them up now? Why not remind them now? So really just try to like expose to them to this kind of stuff. Carrie Finney, I can never say your last name, Finney Legros, Truth. You're doing so amazing. You've been working, I had already unblocked your throat chakra, and you're working on the truth and voicing your own truth so it doesn't become blocked back up. And that's speaking your opinion. You're doing really, really good with it. You really are. You're learning tough love lessons and you're doing amazing. Just keep on seeking the truth. I was told that that was the best kind of mission I could be on by my mom, who has died. She told me that she supports our truth-seeking mission, and it's really amazing. And it is. It's life-changing. Kelly LeClaire, help you. Help you. You had to do that yourself. That's why I'm so hard to find after when you guys want to message me and you need help, because you can do it yourself. That's what I'm trying to show you guys. Really, you've been waiting. You're waiting for that help. And you're going to wait forever. If you are waiting for someone to come save you, they're not going to come. So we have 2 choices. We can stop waiting and we can become the hero in our story and change things, or we can keep waiting. So just pay attention, because what you want is right here, I'm pretty sure. So stop waiting. Start being the change that you want to see. No one's going to save you. You're going to save yourself. I know people are always saying, Jesus is going to come save everyone, but I don't believe that either. I'm just going to say it. I think that we have to save ourselves. Melinda Lane. Moving out of 3D completely. Amazing, but how will you help people in 3D? How will we help the people if we all just leave it? I know. Complicated, right? Work on your throat chakra. You are leaving 3D. You're clearly working on 4, in 4. You're in 4, working on getting past 4. So you're doing amazing. Work on speaking your truth. I think that's amazing that you're moving out of 3D. I have yet to find a way where I don't need to go into it for something. Namaste Shells. Keep inspiring others. What kind of cards am I using? Psychic Tarot. It's easy for me to use this one. I don't know why, it's just really easy for me. I don't need a book or whatever. And if I need the book, it's not going to go good with me having to look up the cards. So I'm always looking for, I just ordered, like, I'm not even joking, like 10 different decks of cards for healing that I'm waiting very patiently for in the mail. And so I'm excited. I'll start doing them on my page this week. I'm real excited about that. So I'm really always looking for cards that have like the meaning written on the cards, so I can kind of get more of them out on Facebook that way. Like to do like public posts. So I'm always looking for ideas, but these are the ones I use like every video because they're easy for me. You are igniting a passion. This light, it's amazing. It will transmute even the most negative things. So I do bring up these kind of things in my videos. I bring up anything like that because I am an alchemist. I'm trying to make things negative positive. So it's just kind of what I do. You're doing something similar. When people have their heart chakra opening, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like total strangers will come tell you their whole life story. People are just drawn to you. It's really amazing. And you definitely have your heart chakra open and you're working on expanding it more and more. And that's beautiful and amazing. And you really are that light you're looking for. It's amazing. And I don't know. I think that might be it. Sounds weird, right? Maybe I'm not seeing the list. Tarun Fisher. material and spiritual prosperity. Just really stay on this path, because it really sounds funny for me to say, but if you stay on the spiritual path, it will come back to you in a material and spiritual prosperity kind of way. So it sounds really crazy, right? That if you really get rid of your material kind of like drives and you really allow the spirit to guide you, it's going to pay off for you in a kind of a material prosperous way. Sounds crazy to people, but it really will. I don't know. I had a lot of anxiety. Like, I would have a lot of anxiety. I felt very separate, very alone. I had to do things on my own if I wanted them done. And now I've seen that it's not the world that's going to change. It's my perception. It's my perspective. And that's really amazing. I'm going to leave you guys on that note, but the best advice I can give you guys is just try to have more of an open mind. I feel that anytime that we're too closed-minded or too quick to say this is not real, this is not accurate, this is impossible, whatever, we're really blocking ourselves and limiting ourselves on a really deep level. We have to let go of these preconceived notions of what is real. That's how we all got suckered into this matrix, where we believed that I can't put my hand through this wall, that these walls are solid. I believed these things. I began to create a world based on these limitations, and now I'm seeing that it's really amazing, and that we really can change these things. We have to really unlimit ourselves. So now we're really doing the impossible, which is getting rid of like thousands of years worth of conditioning, emotions, blocks, whatever it is, because we need to be like completely pure vessel to be able to do this. We're working on spiritual purity in whatever way that looks for you. I'm going to let you guys go on that note. But I'm here if you guys need healing and readings, and I'll be back to do a better live video tomorrow. Love and light. See you guys.